What's up, everybody? This is Amonte, the Houston Baby.
And this is New Soul the Poet.
And welcome to the very first episode of Raising the Bar.
Only on DJ Man TV.
Alright, and we're going to jump right into the first segment, and that is a segment that I would like to call Tory Lanez versus the World.
As most of you already know from social media, Tory Lanez has pretty much been taking on hip-hop at large, namely by stating that he is the greatest rapper in the world or greatest rapper alive, whichever one you guys made the call. Me personally, do I feel that way? Absolutely not. But I also feel like he should not be going after Dreamville because Dreamville has some really heavy hitters on this squad. They got Boz, they got the new dude, J.I.D., they have, of course, J. Cole himself. So do I feel like Tory Lanez needs to go after Dreamville? Absolutely not. Do I feel like he can go after anybody else? Sure, there's a lot of other people he can be targeting. Namely mumble rappers. He could probably go after a couple of trap rappers. It's up to him. But, going after straight lyricists, trying to crown yourself as the top lyricist in the world, you kind of doing what Jacquees is doing.
I'll give him a little bit of credit because I expected Joyner Lucas to completely obliterate him, as big of a Tory Lanez fan as I am. But once it, got down to Q-Tip's, stooping down to that level, because even though Q-Tip is a really good artist, he's kind of outdated. And then once he got onto Dreamville, I kind of didn't even take the beef seriously. The thing that I did take seriously was the Dax diss that came at Tory just basically out of nowhere. I had heard nothing about it, and it had just popped up on my feed that Dax had a song for him. I'd never heard anything from Dax. But whenever I heard the song, I was really impressed, and I really didn't know if at all Tory Lanez would be able to respond to him because it was that good, which has led to pretty much the lowest piece of fuckery that has happened thus far in all of this rap beef, where the video that you're about to see takes place.
Or this shit's not gonna end, my nigga. Or this shit's not gonna end. Apologize, bro. Apologize, bro. Or you know what's going on. Apologize, my nigga. Apologize, nigga.
I got you, bro.
Apologize, nigga.
I got you, man.
Say sorry, nigga.
My bad for the
Say
diss track,
sorry,
G.
nigga.
Sorry, G.
Alright, bet.
I got you, G.
So Dax's side of the story is that he was jumped by Tory's gang and then confronted by Tory Lanez over Instagram Live. That's where he told everybody that he was mainly focused about getting home and worrying about his family and not trying to take on a whole group of people.
Yeah.
Which is a complete contradiction to what Tory Lanez says, which is pretty ridiculous. He said that he found Dax running down the street whenever he was on his way to a club and decided to stop the car by him. Which is kind of weird because you don't really just happen to see
Somebody running down the street, Well,
especially a famous person, because it's kind of like if you get like a new car that you've never seen before, and then you start seeing that car everywhere. It's not really the same with celebrities.
And see, my thing is, if you're gonna challenge all of hip hop, because let's make this clear, Tory Lanez did absolutely name names. He was like, I'm going after so-and-so, I'm going after so-and-so. And then he said immediately after, if you want to come at me, you can come at me. Well, Dax did exactly that. Now, those of you who do not know Dax is actually somebody who's an underground artist. He's trying to make his way in the world. He's trying to come up. I think the biggest track that he's done thus far is a feature with Hopsin. Now, don't get me wrong, I do believe that he has a great and powerful career ahead of him because a lot of his stuff has some substance to it. He does have a couple of projects already out, but this is what really caught my attention. When I listened to it, I'm like, how is Tory gonna respond to this? Because it was by far better than the Joyner Lucas response. It was a lot better than Q-Tip's. Even though I love Q-Tip, I definitely feel like Q-Tip could have done better. But Dax is the only person that really hit it on the nail with what he said. And I think that Tory just kind of got back into a corner. He couldn't handle it. And he's like, well, look, I can't lyrically beat your ass, but I can get these goons to do it. Which I think is some sucker shit.
Yeah, I generally thought throughout all of this that Tory Lanez was pretty much on top of everybody that he was going up against. I don't agree with jumping. I feel like Tory Lanez, if anything, if he wasn't going to respond with music, he should have responded with, confronting him himself and trying to fight him himself and square up, instead of trying to make him look like a punk and throwing his goons on him, because in the end, I really think Tory got the L for that.
Right. Now, don't get me wrong. I know that you were trying to make it home to your family, Dax, but my thing is, I wouldn't have apologized. I think I'm bold enough, or maybe dumb enough.
I would have kept running. Fuck it.
And I'm fat. I wouldn't have gotten very far with my running. So Do I think it all boils down? I don't think that Dax should have apologized. I think that Dax should have stood his ground. And as soon as Instagram Live is on, well, guess what? You can't erase Instagram. Well, you can erase it, but like we're on Instagram Live, they're watching this as it's going. I would have just said, look, he and his goons, they found me in this nightclub. I was performing, minding my own damn business. He couldn't handle the diss track, but guess what? He sent his goons after me. That's what I would have said. But, you know, I probably wouldn't be here right now if I were Dax, so let's just not say that.